Are you all familiar with the TV show Dirty Jobs by chance?
Dracula's coffin. The worst crawl that is open to the public. Greetings, fellow Earthlings. Jake here, and today we are back in Hidden River Cave, and we are headed on the off-trail cave tour this time. Located in the city of Horse Cave, Kentucky, Hidden River Cave is an incredible dog-friendly destination that is home to the world's largest underground suspension bridge and a free cave museum. But I've already showed you that in previous videos. This time, I've partnered with Exploring Kentucky's Caveland and Hart County Tourism to come back, get dirty, and show you the real adventure Hidden River has to offer.
Just a quick rules, regulations, try to leave no trace policy, take nothing but photos, kill nothing but time, so we're going to try to do all that stuff. Yeah, you can pack mud out of us. We're going to get pretty muddy today probably because we're going to be in a remote section. Will definitely be a long rescue process if any accidents or anything happen.
If you were to take the off-trail cave adventure tour, you'd find yourself crawling through some narrow passages. But I didn't think they were bad, considering I've squeezed myself through many tight caves in the past. However, there are a handful of optional squeezes if you really want to test your mettle. In this video, I've done all the optional squeezes that were offered on this tour, so I'll flash this little symbol in the corner of the screen every time I'm in one. Some of these squeezes have some interesting stories behind them, so pay attention for that as well.
Awesome.
About knee deep.
What's that?
About knee deep. Now we're caving.
Oh yeah! So you can kind of see it in some of the deeper sections as well, cross-cutting with the limestone. That's known as the Lost River Chert, more commonly known and identified as flint. So it's essentially what the indigenous tribes would have been using to make arrowheads, projectile points, all that fun stuff when they were here in this area. So we found a lot of artifacts scattered throughout the cave system, mainly those arrowheads, projectile points, and we have found some remains as well. Are you all familiar with the TV show Dirty Jobs? This is known as Micro's Crawl. So he came in and filmed an episode. One of the first passageways that he got to see in the cave system on this section. Crawled through it. Of course, it's a lot more worn down since, but he actually got stuck, and they actually put that part of the filming inside of the TV show.
Going into the first crawl here. It's a good crawl. Having fun yet?
Yeah. Oh, this is
got
harder
it.
than Netflix.
All right, Lily.
Woo!
Whoa, what's in there?
If you're lucky, you might come across some of the incredible creatures that inhabit this unique environment. Here we encountered a camera-shy blind crayfish.
Ooh. You don't like that camera?
No, he doesn't want to be on camera. He didn't sign a release form. During this tour, we also saw some uncommon isopods, cave crickets, and some blind cave beetles, which was the first for me. Unfortunately, because the water was murky from the recent rain, we didn't get to see any of the protected blind cavefish which inhabit Hidden River. You won't be dangling from ropes or swimming through freezing water on this tour. You will, however, be crawling and going up and down some uneven, muddy terrain, so keep that in mind. But if you're interested in getting into caving, I'd say this is a pretty good place to start to see if you'll like it or not.
Right here. It's also a dome room too.
It's hard to tell because it seems to just absorb the light, but this is a pretty big dome inside the cave. Not quite as big as Sunset Dome that you'd see on the regular tour, but still very impressive. So this is like actively forming here.
Oh yeah, so it's still actively forming. So as long as the water is flowing, as long as no one touches it, we'll continue to go in the tunnel.
So don't touch it.
Yep.
Don't be that guy.
At this point, I just want to thank John and Lily for agreeing to be in the video. And I don't know if you guys will ever watch this, but this video is 100% proof that Lily has the coolest grandpa around. And she's pretty cool too.
I call it the laundry chute.
Gonna do it, chicken?
Sure.
You have two ways to crawl out. You have the hard way or the easy way.
We're crawling into the laundry chute breakdown here. Should be a good time. Wait, what's the hard way, right or straight?
You gonna do the hard way?
It's an ongoing joke about
Dracula's coffin.
the tour guide here He said that a bat flew and dropped dead right there on that rock. And on his way back out, the bat was gone. And he gave an extra person. Just kidding about that last part. It looks like a giant coffin, so we call it Dracula's coffin.
Yeah.
So.
It does.
It's old well casing. So, we have a few of them here in the cave system. Some of them are historical drinking wells. Others are some signs of pollution inside the cave system. So back in 1940s, 50s, and 60s, this cave system was being contaminated by some of the local industry. We actually restored the cave system, so it's super cool.
Super cool indeed. This cave was closed for nearly 50 years because of the amount of pollution. Then, in the late 80s and early 90s, the American Cave Conservation Association relocated its headquarters to Horse Cave, and with the help of many volunteers, they were able to restore this cave to the point that it's now completely healthy, open to the public, and home to over 20 types of native cave species. A truly remarkable environmental success story.
It's me. I've been down here before. Sorry. I did that one time. Couple months ago.
This is the garden where they're growing their formations. And they are really sprouting.
Tight.
Just that last little strip.
There's a bone.
Bat skull.
There's a bone there, and there's a bone there.
And they're all of them too.
And there's several up there.
Bones. Bat bones and a bat skull.
You're good to come up, Jake. Jake's like a cave goat. Just runs right through there.
Done in a time or two.
Seen a mountain goat.
I didn't seem this tight coming in.
What's the name? What'd you call it? The engagement?
Yep, engagement room. So there's two reasons why it has the name. A little bit of an engaging crawl to get into. At the end here you have like a little bit of a keyhole, so I definitely recommend putting your dominant hand at first, kind of going at a sideways angle. The second reason why it's called the engagement room is a couple from Canada came to the cave for an off-trail tour. The guy didn't tell anyone about his plans, proposed to his girlfriend in that room.
Huh.
So
I guess we're going to do the worst crawl that is open to the public. And it's a wet one. Oh. All right. It's a little cold. Woo. Oh yeah. No, I'm wet. All right, so there's another way out, right?
nope.
Made it into the engagement room. Pretty wet. There's a nice little sump crawl there. But there are some cool formations in here. I guess we're going back through. Yeah. Why to do this? It's been a minute since I did a good sump crawl, so might as well enjoy it. Chill in the water here.
Is he pushing water through?
Yeah, there's water coming out.
Is that what that sound is?
Yeah, it goes into a lower lead actually. So when this area floods, the water gets filled up. Because the Wheat River's down here beneath us, and there's actually a pretty cool lower push. And all that water just comes in from that area.
I thought I started hearing water before. I was like, what was that?
So it goes into a lower lead.
So if you want to do the worst crawl that's open to the public at Hidden River, there it is. The engagement room. pretty fun. I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of this video, Exploring Kentucky's Caveland and Hart County Tourism. This video wouldn't have gotten made without them, or at least not this soon. And thanks to our tour guide as well, Jay the Salamander Shaman. Super friendly, knowledgeable, and overall, an awesome cave explorer. If you want to support me, here's what you can do. Go visit Hidden River Cave. Take the off-trail cave tour. Too scared? Take the regular tour. Visit the free cave museum. They're an awesome place that have contributed so much to conservation, and I think they actually deserve the support. And if you can't do that, well, you can like, share, and or comment. Those things help as well. And remember, enjoy the great outdoors, leave it better than you found it, and thanks for adventuring with Dangerous Naturous.
Still unexplored.
That's cool. Cool. Yeah. So many caves are. It's interesting. That's why I've gotten into it. It's like this is the unexplored frontier of Earth right now. Like we've got the ocean and caves, and that's about it.
Yeah, the ocean. I like to say there's the big three: the space, which I'm too bored to afford to do. Oceans, I'm too terrified to go into because I don't want to drown. So I pick the middle ground and I crawl in the caves.
Yeah, right.
So the last great frontiers.